Video's up on opieandanthony.com. Let's say hi to Charles Ross, one-man Star Wars show.
How's it going?
Mister.
Hey.
One-man show.
Yeah, based on Star Wars.
Based on Star Wars.
It is Star Wars, essentially.
It's Star Wars.
That's
the definitive Star Wars.
I wouldn't say definitive. I would say sort of the bastardization of it.
Bastardization. Where do you do this?
Well, here I'm doing it in New York at the Lambs Theater, which is 130 West 44th. It's kind of weird, man. Like, this is a comedy sketch that went really, really wrong.
Isn't it like Broadway over there?
Yeah, it is. Well, it's considered off-Broadway.
Off-Broadway.
And I'm definitely the most off thing on Broadway. There's no...
So you're playing, this is an off-Broadway show you're doing?
Yeah, well, I mean, I got my licensing agreements and stuff like that, so, I mean, I don't feel too bad about it.
Can you do it for us?
The whole thing? Or just a piece of it?
Whole thing.
Well, how long is it?
That's an hour.
Well, we got about an hour left in the show.
An hour show?
Can you cut it to 54?
I could do it, but I'd sweat all over the place and be positively disgusted.
What exactly is the theme of the show? Like,
well, okay, imagine you just take, Star Wars and take all the tech out of it. So it's just me doing, like, all the voices, all the, like, the music and stuff. It's kind of a dumb idea, and it kind of is dumb for the first 5 minutes, but I think people kind of dig it because people know Star Wars pretty well.
Do you get a lot of geeks in the
Oh, man. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
There's a high geek sort of concentration.
Do you use props?
No.
It's just you
Just me.
and your voice.
Yeah, it's a really stupid idea. But I mean, I thought it was
I
a dumb
will
idea.
not
Way
argue
to sell
with
it.
you.
Way to get people to buy tickets.
Do you have music that plays?
No.
It's
just me.
you. Do you use a microphone or do you yell?
Yeah, I do use a microphone. I mean,
all right, you and a mic.
Yeah, well, I've played it for like.
What do you wear?
3,500 people. Just
underneath.
Underneath, I wear a kilt. Yeah.
You wear you just regular clothes or is it?
No, it's like a person that would work on an airplane, like a flight suit type thing.
Oh,
just something really boring, but it's black. It's supposed to be really neutral, and yeah. Once again, I never thought this idea would work, but that was about 3 years ago, and I've been doing it ever since.
And who came up to you and said, this can be off-Broadway?
Nobody. It was actually, I met this guy when I was touring it on this thing, the Fringe Tour, which, I mean, there's American cities that do the Fringe, and there's Canadian cities. I'm from Canada. And
now it makes perfect sense.
Now it makes perfect sense.
Now, I was thinking, like, wait, this is a little odd. Canadian.
There was something in the water. Yeah.
Right.
So do you feel like you've seen the new ones, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen some of the old ones. My friend watched the new ones, and he thinks that a lot of the technology and stuff is kind of surpassed a lot of what Lucas originally in kind of like intended to be, like his whole thing.
Like the space sort of cowboy western thing? Well, I don't know, man. I think the new things are made for new kids. Like, they're just made to... they sell toys. They get the kids to come out. They're sort of the helium-infused weird little character. I don't know. They're not up my alley. But when I was a kid and watched the old Star Wars films,
so you were a big fan.
Oh, when I was a kid, yeah, absolutely.
Right.
What was your favorite part of the original?
The original?
Yeah.
Oh man, there was too many parts. Actually, I really liked the evil guy, the Emperor. I mean, I thought he was sort of like...
Oh, really?
Well, he's like
not
the perfect...
many people pick that.
Really?
That guy.
I thought he was just like the perfect sarcastic bastard, and he was perfect.
Usually Vader or,
Yeah, I don't know. He was cool, but, it was kind of hard to believe that, a guy with a voice that cool could have given or been sort of the seed of Luke, the little whiny blonde guy.
He's whined through the entire movie.
But if you watch the old film or the new films now, you can see how much the Canadian guy who plays Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah, he's a whiny bastard too. What? Now, obviously, you were a big fan because you must have done the impressions.
Yeah.
Do you do the good impressions of this?
I wouldn't say they're all good impressions, but some of them are good impressions.
Some of them are good.
Some of them aren't so good, like Yoda sucks, but whereas Admiral Akbar, do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, the fish-eyed guy.
Yeah, that's him,
Yeah,
I mean, I do a pretty good version of that, which is kind of cool, because today I got an audition for a Star Wars video game.
Oh, wow, look at
only
that.
through being in New York could you possibly get an audition to do like a
Absolutely.
Star Wars video game, where they actually need an Admiral Akbar.
And what about some of the sound effects? Obviously, the lightsaber would be a big one.
I mean, it sounds really dumb.
Absolutely.
No, it sounds kind of cool.
The point is that you get into the context of the show, right? And, like, how is it going to work? Is it going to work or not going to work? And, I mean, I can give you guys, like, a 2-minute bit from the show if you want.
Absolutely.
Yeah?
I'd love to hear it.
Okay, this here is the trash compactor scene from the first film. And just bear with me.
Should I watch or kind of shut my eyes and imagine?
Oh, let's all imagine.
Let's all imagine? Okay, audience,
you want to
even
stand
if you're
up?
driving, shut your eyes.
No, well, let's see here. I'll stand up. Can I move
Yeah,
the
you should
microphone?
stand up.
Oh,
And of course, we want the listeners to comment, serious comments about...
Serious.
Yeah, because we got a lot of clowns that want to
Charles
call in,
Ross.
but we want
All right,
serious
all right.
comments only.
Charles Ross, the one-man Star Wars show. Here's a scene.
Get behind me! Get behind me! This is some rescue. You got in here, didn't you have a plan for getting out? Well, he's the brain, sweetheart. What the hell are you doing? Someone has to save us, kids. In the garbage chute, flyboy. Get in there, you big woolly oaf. I don't care what you smell. Get in there. Get in there. Wonderful girl. I'm going to kill her and begin to like her. Get in there. The garbage chute. What a wonderful idea. What an incredible smell you discovered. Well, it could be worse. It's worse. There's something alive in here. Something just swam past my leg. Look, did you see that? Kid, Luke! Kid, Luke! Blast it, will you? Hang my gun's jammed. Where? No, anywhere. No. Kid, Luke! Kid, Luke! Grab him! What happened? I don't know. Just let go of me and disappeared. The walls are closing in. Don't you stand there. Try to brace him with something. Wait a minute. 3PO? Come here, 3PO. 3PO. 3PO! Oh, where can he be? 3PO! 3PO! Are you there, sir? 3PO! We've had some problems. Will you listen to me? Shut down all the garbage smashes on the detention level. Do you copy? Shut down all the garbage smashes on the detention level. No, shut them all down. Hurry. Hey, you did it, 3PO! Oh, look. Listen to them, R2. They're dying. Oh, curse on little body. I wasn't fast enough. It's all my fault. My fault. We're all right. You did great. Where are we? 3263827. And that's how it goes.
Wow.
But for an hour.
Wow.
So why'd you chuck all the chips across the table, man?
The poker chips.
That's the blessing of the poker chips.
The blessing.
The blessing of the poker chips.
The only thing I see is I did not hear Chewbacca.
Oh, well, he'd be like,
I heard that.
Oh, I didn't even catch it. Okay.
All right.
Now, you do that for an hour straight.
Yeah. Yeah.
At that speed.
Faster.
There's no
no break.
No pauses like they would normally pause between these lines. You just rattle it out.
Well, I mean, there's a little bit of break.
Yeah?
I don't know.
How much of the... You do the entire movie?
Well, I mean, it's the Reader's Digest version. It's like been really super condensed down.
Yeah?
And I do Lord of the Rings as well, which is just dumb. But anyway, it works.
Wow.
Yeah, okay, there's this big, giant dork convention, Star Wars convention called Celebration 3, which happened in Indianapolis. And, I mean, you get 3,500 people watching this show at a time, which is really, really strange. I don't know, man.
I don't doubt it. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, like movie screens on the other side of the audience, or other side of the stage, and then out over the audience. And you'd never think that there could be that many people that know Star Wars
what's the reaction as you're doing it? Are they laughing? Are they?
Oh yeah, for sure. And
they're watching. Well,
for some people, it's just like it's like watching a kid in the basement or something like that. For other people, it's about being able to sort of celebrate their own personal infatuation with Star Wars. You know.
Yeah.
So it's you either find people that really are laughing at it, and other people that are laughing sort of with you. So it's really strange to have.
Wow. Well, you've taken something and ran with it.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Cheers. Thank you.
And best of luck to you
with
your one-man show.
We got some phone calls coming in. We have Jimmy Robinson on the phone. Jimmy!
Hey, this is Jimmy from New Jersey.
Hey,
Jimmy, what's up, man?
Hey, do you do this scene? I like this scene in Star Wars when he have the fight and then there's just the empty robe with no one in it.
Yeah, I do.
Do you do that one?
Yeah.
Do you do the Robert Reed version? Where you get AIDS and die?
Yeah.
You stink.
Hey, serious calls only, you asshole. This is what happens now. We get a guest on the show. This is textbook. Get a guest on the show, and people call up, and no matter how much we tell them we just want serious calls, the assholes get through.
You stink.
Do you get a lot of criticism?
Your act stinks.
Do you get a lot of criticism?
She's a lot of criticism, and that's really highbrow criticism, man.
Yeah.
Like, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm crushed. The thing is, I think based upon that kind of a phone call, I'm pretty much, resolved not to do the show any longer.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure that guy was...
That was the last time, guys, you're ever going to hear it.
Loser sitting in his apartment, probably getting prostitutes at night to piss on him.
Let's say hi to Dr. Frank Davis. Dr. Frank Davis.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
All right.
I'm a doctor at Bellevue, a psychiatrist.
Yeah.
Listen, just keep him distracted. We're sending a few guys down to get him. You stink, you nut job.
Thank you.
Let's say hi to let's go to Ben in Boston. Ben? You like that, huh, Ben?
Ben.
Yeah. Can you just see where the Falcon goes and picks up Tom Brady? We all just go...
Seems to be doing his own one-man show all day long.
I think this guy enjoyed it.
Ben from Boston.
Holy man, I gotta get there to Boston.
Yeah.